Hey, it's Amy. I thought I'd show you how this layout came together. So I started off by tearing some washi tape and laying it on my white cardstock base. What I like about using white cardstock is it's a blank canvas that you can add your own colors and your own twist to. And since I love using washi tape, I decided to combine watercolors and washi. When I tore off this thin stripe, I knew I wanted to use it, but I didn't want two stripes together, so I just set it aside and went with this polka dots. I'm using an Already Memories uh, washi tape holder, which I get asked about often. And the nice thing about washi tapes, if you don't already know, is that you can tear them and you can layer them and just have fun with the colors and the different patterns. So I'm just laying these down and basically using them kind of as a guide to which colors I'll use for watercolors. And you can do the same thing with whatever colors you choose. So I've got my set from the Artist's Loft and I'm using a size 2 round brush. And you can see that I've already got some color mixed in here and I'm just going to go with it and get some water in it and stir it up, add my little splotch, put some more water down, kind of mix it up and make sure that it's wet enough so that when I take my straw, this is just a simple drinking straw, and blow on it, that's what happens. This is a really fun technique. I feel like a kid when I use it, when I do it. So this is the green, and I'm just doing the same thing, adding some water, getting my paintbrush nice and saturated, and putting the paint down. Once I get it wet enough, I will go ahead and do the same thing I did before, take my straw and blow. Pretty cool. So I wanted to go into where the washi tape is. I don't want to see too much white, so I'm going to just kind of blend it. And you can see that the colors kind of mix, but I like the look of it. And this is one of those things where you can't have your expectations set to make it look perfect. It's going to look great no matter what happens. I think that you have to kind of free yourself and not expect too much because it's not going to look exactly how you plan. So here I'll just draw a line imitating a strip of washi tape. And then I realized I wanted to mix some colors and put a splatter on this end. It's really fun to experiment with how much water you should use and how much paint you should use. You can just get the hang of it and come up with a mini masterpiece actually by just playing around. So I've got this other striped washi tape that I'm laying down, tearing this end. I like this thin MT washi tape because it's just a really nice size, I guess, nice width to use for planners, for cards, different paper projects. Sometimes if a washi tape is too thick, then I'll just tear it somewhat down the middle and then put it down. So what I want to do is add another splatter down here that's kind of a green-blue mix, sort of like a turquoise or teal. I'll do the same thing that I did before. Get it nice and saturated. And this time I will turn my paper so that I can blow in that proper direction instead of contorting my body and doing something funny. So I was tempted to pick up some of that water there, but I decided not to. Just going to fill in here. Oh, maybe I did. I tried. There we go. One more. Looks pretty good. I'm taking this tape that was in a recent Studio Calico kit and laying it down. And I just want the edge to be a little bit jagged. I wasn't originally going to add pink to the layout, but I learned this really cool technique from somebody in one of my classes. Just tried to do this blowing technique onto a heart, and it actually looked really neat, and I love the way it turned out, so I'm going to imitate that right here. So you do the same thing, draw a heart, and then you take your straw, and you have to be a little bit careful with how you blow. So I'm just blowing on one side first and then the other side. And it looks like a heart burst. And you can always adjust it too if you want more. Then I just did that last little blow to the right. And if you want to tweak your heart too, you can add some more paint. So I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but I actually messed up down there, and I tried to fix it and it got all mucked up. So basically the paper, when I was turning and blowing, it slid under the watercolor set, and now I have to figure out a solution to cover it up. This Marcy Penner Hello Forever rubber embellishment is actually perfect. So I'm going to lay it down here and take my American Crafts adhesive, just add some to the back. You can also use liquid glue, but I like this tape runner. It works perfectly fine. So I'm going to lay that down, and because I need it to fit into my page protector, I'm turning it over and taking my Fiskars scissors, oops, there's some more paint on the table, and trimming that little piece off. Pretty fun. So it looks like I messed up the heart a little bit up there too, but I'm just going to ignore it and go with it. I found these little day, I guess they're vellum or transparency pieces, but I realized that I don't have a Saturday. I must have used it in one of my projects. So I'm just going to do Monday through Friday and put it down here. Add some more washi tape and basically take my tiny attacher from Tim Holtz and put the days down, add a couple more strips of washi tape, add some stamping, do some dots. There I have my base. You can actually download just the base on my website. I'll put the link below. I trimmed my photo. I had a collage print from March, and I wanted to go ahead and cut off the part that said March and add my title somewhere down here. So I left those blank spaces, but then I decided to put stickers on top of them and use my transparent stickers as the title to layer on to this white space. Sorry, I just realized I said transparent, but I think I meant translucent. Technically, that's probably a better word because you can see through it, but not completely clearly. Anyway, technicalities. This Evilicious sticker looks like it would be the perfect finishing touch to go right into that little white space. I'm going to finish up my journaling and then show you the completed layout. I hope you feel inspired to use watercolors on your paper projects. Thank you so much for watching.